So you're moving to Newport Beach and you want to know what the best neighborhoods and suburbs are. Well, that's exactly what I'll be covering in today's video. I'll be breaking down what I think are the top 6 places to live in Newport Beach. What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Garrett Gahn. I'm your Orange County realtor and host of YouTube's Living in OC. I'm a Southern California real estate agent, and this channel is to help navigate you on the buying and selling process, as well as give you a little inside glance at what it's truly like to live here in Orange County, California. If it is your first time on the channel, welcome. And if you'd like to know more about Orange County real estate, or what it's like to live here, then definitely consider subscribing, as I'm dropping multiple videos a week. And hit that notification bell so you know every time that I do. So as I mentioned, in today's video, we're breaking down the top 6 neighborhoods to live in Newport Beach, California. Before I jump in, I just want to say that Newport Beach, in my opinion, overall is a tremendous place to live, and you really can't go wrong with any of these places that I'm going to cover here in just a second. In my opinion, there really are no bad areas to Newport Beach. Make sure to stick around for number 5, as that is my personal favorite. Without further ado, let's jump right in no particular order, starting with number 1, the San Joaquin Hills. With a population of about 6,000 to 7,000 people covering a relatively small area, you can expect this area to have a dense feel to it. It certainly has a suburban feel to it, and the homes are built close together. A lot of things also are in walking distance. The median home value in this area sits at about $2.47 million, and the median rent is about $3,200 a month. About 72% of people own their homes here, where about 28% do rent. According to niche.com, this is the number 1 area in Newport to live and to raise a family. San Joaquin Hills definitely is an excellent place to live, especially if you do have a young family. There's tons of great shopping, and there's excellent schooling options for your children. Some standout features to this area are the San Joaquin Hills reservoirs to the north, and the Canyon Watch Park and the Black Gully Reserve to the south. This area is going to be far enough from the beach where you don't get that congestion from the touristy areas like down by the pier, but it is close enough to have easy access to the beach when you do want to go. Moving on to number 2 on our list, East Bluff and Harbour View. This area has about 26,000 people, making it one of the biggest that we will cover in today's video. It does have both an urban and suburban mix to it. The more northern parts are more suburby, where the southern part has much more of this downtown feel to it. The median home value here is about $2.42 million, and the average rent sits at about $2,700 a month. The amount of renters to owners is at about an even split at around 50-50. Some staple features to this area are the Upper Newport Bay State Marine Conservation Area, which is really nice to visit and walk around, as well as the Big Canyon Golf Club near the center, and the Newport Center, which is the shopping hub that's to the south. Overall, this is a big area to Newport Beach, and it has a lot of little niches within it. If I were a young professional, I would probably gravitate more towards the south, and if I was raising a family, I would go more towards the northern suburbs. On to number 3 on our list, Corona del Mar. This is an extremely beautiful and iconic area to Newport Beach, and certainly one of the most desirable places to live within the city. The population comes in at about 12,000 people, and it takes up a medium to smaller sized area to Newport. Corona del Mar does have a dense suburban feel to it, and the median home value here is about $4.7 million. The rent median is about $3,400. Standout features to this area are the Rogers Gardens, which is a combination of gardens, a showroom, and a restaurant, and then of course the beaches. The beaches here are separated into what's considered the Big Corona and Little Corona, both of which are pretty low-key as compared to the beach that's kind of by the pier area. Corona del Mar is an area that's heavily comprised of older families. If you do have an older family yourself, it's definitely a good area to consider. It's kind of a sleepier version of the next neighborhood on our list, neighborhood number 4, the Balboa Peninsula. When you think of going down to the beach in Newport, you most likely are thinking about this area. This area stretches from the Newport Pier all the way down past the Balboa Pier to the wedge at the top of the peninsula. It has a population of about 3.8 thousand people. The median home value in this area is about $4.1 million, with the rent average coming in at about $2,700 a month. This area does have about another even split, comparing those who rent versus own. The peninsula essentially has two sides to it. On one hand, you have the more touristy side with the pier, the bars, and the shops. And on the other side, you have the more residential area with the older, more affluent families. Some highlight features are the Balboa Fun Zone, which is kind of this nostalgic attraction with carnival rides, arcade games, and plenty of places to eat. You'll also have the original Ruby's Diner at the end of the pier. If you don't know what Ruby's is, it's kind of this 1940 style diner where you can go to grab a milkshake and a burger. The Balboa Peninsula is also home to the Wedge, which is this iconic surf break that's known as one of the hardest spots to surf in California. Keep in mind that definitely during the summer months, Balboa can be a bit of a headache to get in and out due to just bumper to bumper traffic. Moving on to number 5, we have Crystal Cove. With a population of only 2,000 people, it is a very small community with this sparse urban feel to it. The median home value here is $11.5 million. The rent average, if you do rent here, is about $2,700 a month. It's by far one of the most expensive areas to live in Newport Beach, and about 97% of the people here own their own homes versus renting. I'll go ahead and throw up some pictures of some homes in this area to kind of give some context as to why the price tags are so high. As you can see, these homes are absolutely stunning, and you're going to have a lot more space than you would in the main part of the city. This neighborhood sits nestled in between Crystal Cove State Beach and Crystal Cove State Park, which means tons of opportunities to hike, swim, and camp in this really gorgeous area. If you are in this area and enjoy hiking, definitely go check out the Crystal Cove Trail, as it does provide really spectacular views of the ocean and is a tremendous vantage point for sunsets. Overall, you are pretty well taken care of living in this area of Newport with the hikes, beautiful beaches, shopping, great schools, and great dining. Now on to the last neighborhood on our list, certainly not least, number 6, the Newport Coast. Now, technically, Crystal Cove is part of the Newport Coast, but they both deserve to be talked about individually. Newport Coast does have a population of about 6,500 people, with a median home value of about $4.8 million. The average rent is about $3,500 a month. It's definitely another very pricey area to Newport Beach, but kind of like Crystal Cove, you're definitely going to get more space and privacy. Being right next to Crystal Cove, you still have all the advantages of the great hikes and the great beaches, but because you are a little more west, you also have the main beach areas by the pier and the entertainment that comes along with it. Overall, it is a great location as you are pretty central to all of what Newport Beach has to offer, all without living in the mix of that dense tourist area. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That was the top 6 neighborhoods to live in Newport Beach, California. If you did find any value in today's video, please hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps me out tremendously, and definitely consider subscribing as I'm dropping multiple videos a week. If you are considering moving to one of the cities that I talk about on this channel, do not hesitate to reach out to me directly. I have people reaching out every single day, and this is what I do. I love it. I love to hear from you guys. Thanks, guys, and see you in the next video.